All right, so what's going on, everybody? I was just analyzing on my other computer this particular trade that I'm looking at right now. When it comes to this, when it comes to like these indicators and stuff like that, I just added these on. But what I typically use this for is mostly on a lower time frame, like probably like the 15-minute. If I'm looking at a break of structure, and I'm also looking to see my perfect entry. That's what I would use this for. So for now, I'm just going to take these off so I can focus on specific market structure, right? Because that's not really going to help me for market structure. So I was just looking on a higher time frame. So I was looking on a higher time frame and see, okay, what's going on a higher time frame? Okay. So on a higher time frame, what I see in this point right here is lower lows and lower highs being created over here. So let's just say on a weekly time frame, you'll see it. Lower low, lower high, lower low. Look at this one, lower high, and then yeah, that's what we see. Just a downtrend on a higher time frame. Just one low charts and stuff like that. All right, now what I also see on the dailies, I see, if anything, if I was to kind of scratch out this portion over here, just scratch that out, what I see are higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. And in order for a higher low to be created, it has to get to 38.2. Okay, so I'm looking at this on a downtrend. What I also saw is over here. So I wanted to look at back here, like what did it do? I saw higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and then a big drop, right? And then again, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and then a big drop. And then after that big drop, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. What do you expect? All right. And if anything, it may get to 61.8, which is actually freaking beautiful if it does. Down a little bit further. It may get to 61.8, right? But I want to be like guaranteed this is what's happening, blah, 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 right? I do see confluence with 61.8 right here, but if it drops that hard, well, if anything next week I'll check, and if anything I may move my take profit, because my take profit right now is 38.2. All right, but I'm just gonna go to a lower time frame, and I know it looks like there's a lot of stuff on here, but if anything I kind of see through it. So this orange line, this orange trend line, the orange lines are for lower time frames for the hour and minute time frames, and the blue trend lines are for daily, weekly, and monthly. Okay, so I'm going to show you one more thing. So trend lines, what they do is they show you the buy zone and the sell zones, right? So under this trend line is the sell zone. Sell zone. Under here is the sell zone, right? And above here is the buy zone. So sell zone and buy zone. Boom. So right now it's in the buy zone. So what I expect to happen is it broke out clean, like clean, buy zone, right? Clean, buy zone. What it's going to do is going to retest that area, right? And if anything, we see here and here. So if anything, it may, and now I'm actually seeing this now, geez, it may go to that area. Boom. That'd be beautiful. Let me put my fibs to see what point. If that's confluence, meaning it's at a perfect area, 61 fun. Okay, it's in between 50% and 61.8. Beautiful. like to the T. And it looks like you'll get there too. Wow. See, man, this is why I like doing this. You know what I mean? So 61.8, let me just delete this. Right. So the green one is 61.8, the red one is 50, right? So we see, oh, that trend line isn't showing on this time frame. So we see point A, point B on the fibs, right? Literally right in that thing, is like confluence to the T. Man. Confluence to the freaking T. I'm just gonna take out that. Confluence to the T. If anything, I may move my take profit to around in this area. I love this. I'm not even gonna front. Like it's like solving a case, right? So where I have my take profit, you see there's a trend line on a lower time frame. So you see how it pops up this orange, like so on the lower time from the H4, I see that there is a trend right here, right? So I put my trend line into the future, right? Into the future. I'm doing it on the wicks, wick, wick. And what I saw was confluence here as well. I did see confluence here as well. The green line right there is 38.2, right, on that higher time frame, and then also confluence with that trend line, right there. So if anything, price may pass that trend line to get 38.2. But either way, this is where I have, you know, my take profit right now. I may move it. I may see, okay, you know, this is what's going on. Like it hits this trend line. Hopefully it passes through that trend line, right? I'll also put this into the future this way as well. New angle. Hit all the trend lines. All the wicks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And so let's see. This is where I have my take profit right here. I'm just gonna drag it this way. This is where I have my take profit at this point right here. But let's say price passes 38.2. If anything, I may get into another order. So I'm gonna hit this take profit, right? I just like to be safe, right? I'm gonna hit this take profit, and then from there, if it passes 38.2 and closes past it, I may look for some more pips. Let's say here into that section right there is another 140 something pips. Right now, I got into another entry, and this one is 460 pips. Not that much, but it's something. I've actually, if anything, like I was like in and out here, which was not freaking cool. But I really just didn't know what was happening at that point in time. I didn't. So I caught pips going up. I caught 44 pips going up, and then I got in on a sell. Pips going this way. I got 10 here. You know, like nothing major. I got 30 here. I got, all right, I got 6 here. So, you know, I got a good amount. I got in between here to here, 68 pips, and you can subtract like 20. So 40 pips in total, something like that. It's so cool. You know, my friend just texted me, you know, GU broke structure from the H4 chart. That's why I love this community. Honestly, that's why I got started with this, because I wanted to be around the community of traders. And, you know, it's beautiful. And what's so cool is I'm already in GU on a buy. So you know, like it's just everybody confirming. It's beautiful, man. So hopefully you see what I'm talking about. If you have any questions or anything like that, leave a comment and I can be able to respond at some point in time. I'm excited. All right, I'm excited. I'm excited. If anything, you know, if you don't really understand this too much, go to the IML Academy, watch those videos. Also, use a harmonic scanner to, you know, to just get into the world of, you know, trading and stuff like that. I think that could be able to help you out tremendously. Leave a comment. If you have any suggestions, let me know. And let's become an FX pro now, boy. Yeah, let's get